All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. So what we're gonna have today is we're gonna pour like a small concrete addition right here. It's gonna be about 2 yards of concrete pretty much. So what we're gonna do is dig this out about 6 inch down, put 2 inch of gravel in there. It's very small, so we're gonna use the tractor right here to actually dig most of the way, and then we're gonna manually scoop it out using the flat shovels over here. We're gonna take the dirt and move it towards the back. So the hardest part is gonna be done with this. It shouldn't take too long, maybe like an hour or so to get that nice and square. And tomorrow, since we got the concrete right here, we're gonna go ahead and pour tomorrow. So it should take about an hour with 2 mud mixers. So let's see how this goes. All right, so what we got here called the form extenders. Thank you, Peyton, for sending them to me. We're gonna test it out. Pretty much, if you don't have enough, if you don't want to cut your 2x4s, you can use the form extenders like how we have right here. Right here we got 1x4s, but then we'll just put another 1x4 next to it, and then we'll extend it to where it needs to be. So let's take a look and see. We have different sizes over here that we're going to be using. Enough to snap on a 2x4, but so sometimes when you get different wood, you don't want to cut them to length. You would use these, put them together. So for example, this one right here, this is our longest one right here. So this one doesn't reach, what we'll do is we'll put one on this end over here, one on this end over here, and then however we're gonna bridge that gap right here, we're just gonna use, we don't have to use this long one right here, but we'll use the smaller one. So let's see. I think I have a shorter one right here to fit in here, so we'll just keep it like this. But these are actually designed for 2x4s. So what we're gonna do is probably put we'll cut another one. These are 1x4, so we're gonna cut another one next to it and then slap it together. Boom. And that's it. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, make the flash another car. Yes. The flash another car. Yeah, the car. Yeah.
This form extender on here to fill this gap in, so we don't have to cut another piece of wood, and we are good to go. Thank you. Yeah.
No. I know. I'm gonna give up too much. It's only like $40 like every 6 months.
All right, so we got the forms all ready for tomorrow. We just gotta put some crusher around the bottom, and we will work and continue on. Use the mud mixer. See ya. All right, guys. So we gotta make sure that everything is around 4 inch. We're gonna bring some gravel around here and measure to make sure that everything is at 4 inch deep. So we'll use this straight bar right here, and we'll look at it and measure it like this and see where we need to add or remove gravel. So for example, a little bit more too much here, we'll just move the gravel around, and we do that all the way across the form. That way we don't waste any concrete, and we get the right depth that we want. Then we're just gonna move this bar right here, this great bar right here. Do it the same way here. We're gonna check every couple of feet or so. So this is about good right here. And we're gonna check again around here, about 4 inch, 4 inch, and 4 inch over here. About good. And then we're gonna move this screed bar back over here again. And here we can see that we're gonna need to put a lot more gravel, because we got about 1 or 2 inches of gravel to fill up. So we're gonna take some of the gravel from the back, fill it up again. So this whole stretch right here needs some gravel right here. So Mhong is gonna put some gravel on this. Since we don't have enough gravel, what we're gonna do is wait for Uncle to bring the gravels, and then we're gonna measure again. But everything on this side over here is right at about 4 inch. So now we just gotta drill some pinhole for the new concrete to adhere to the old concrete. So I'm gonna show you guys that in the next step. We're gonna drill the existing slab right now, and put some screw in there, so that way the new concrete has something to hold on to. And we're just gonna use 1/8 drill bit and drill it every 24 inch in order to get a screw to go in and have the new concrete bite into the old concrete so it doesn't shift over time. Beautiful. And we'll do that every 24 inch in order to have good connection all the way to the back here. Okay, so we got some rocks right here. What we're gonna do is fill up this section over here to make sure that we have enough fill on the bottom, and then I'm gonna fix it. Alright guys, so we're gonna put some rebar chairs in here to keep this. We're gonna put rebar chairs to keep the rebars off the ground, or the wire mesh off the ground. Should be enough. All right, so we got a mud mixer ready here. We're about to pour this about 2-yard driveway addition. It's it's 136 at this time, so we'll see. It's gonna take about 2 hours with one machine, so we've got 2 pallets right here ready for us to pick up and pour. So let's see how it goes. almost done here. We got about half a pallet left, and we're finishing up. So that should be the right amount of concrete for this slab right here, this driveway right here. So should be okay. So really perfect. Okay. So we're just finishing up. Alright guys, it's time for the mud mixer to go home. We're done with this project right here. It's extended, it's brushed, it looks good. Give it about 3 days for it to cure. This took about almost 2 pallets of concrete. We set everything up at about 4 inch, nice and even. Have found some mesh bar, remesh in there, as well as rock on the bottom for good drainage. So looks very good. We will see you guys on the next one.